Hello, hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing great, feeling blessed and highly favored. Welcome to the live. I'm so glad you're here. Today, I have a special guest joining me, my good friend James. Jay's an experienced card reader, very intuitive. He's got a lot more than he can maybe introduce himself. So, we are going to be doing joint live card readings today for everybody that will be joining us. The readings will be completely free. But of course, you have the chance and opportunity to skip the line and do your donation. Let's see. So we will be picking at random. So make sure that you copy and paste your question, like always, when we do these free readings. So please give James a warm welcome in the chat. We're excited to spend some time with you today, James, and to be answering everybody's questions.
All right, yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you, Miss Marie, for having me on. I'm looking at some of the people in here. We got Lovebug, who's driving and listening. Thankfully, they're not looking at their phone and driving because I don't. I like to do that. I don't like to, text and drive because I like not dying. So it's important to practice good defensive driving and safety. Anyway, hello everybody. My name is James. I have worked as a professional psychic off and on since I was about 18 years old. I'm 46 now, so do the math. What is that? 20? So I don't know. It's been a while. Been a few decades. So I met Miss Marie via. I think we met on Facebook many years ago, and she is one of the few psychics I actually trust. I always reach out to her every year in January around my birthday to get my year ahead forecast. And all you guys who are subscribers, you guys know she's the real deal. So I'm very thankful and very honored to be here today. So we're gonna get into it. I do have a someone's asking Gene XO. I do have a channel. I don't really mess around with what is this, YouTube too much. I do have a TikTok. It's called Cyberspace Psychosis. It's more for I talk more about like neurodivergent things and it's more about neurodivergence in the workplace as opposed to more of the psychic and life what do you call it, like life advice reading. My channel is very secular facing, and we keep it that way. But anyway, oh yeah, I like your vibe too. Okay, Yvonne, yeah, let's get into it. Oh, by the way, I am from Cleveland, Ohio, so we're on Eastern time out here. It is now 7:41. I know a lot of you guys are on the West Coast, so it's still mid afternoon, but it's getting into be the evening right now. The lighting in here is shit. I apologize for it. The sun's right over here, and I have blackout curtains. I'm just, I'm lazy. I didn't feel like doing it. So here we are. So anyway, yeah, we can jump into it. I don't know if you guys want to ask questions, if you know what's going on, but we can, help out, get to a, get into some different spheres of energy today.
All right, y'all, copy and paste your questions so Mr. James can choose. I can choose. We're both going to be doing some readings together,
Heck
especially
yeah.
those that are donation based.
Genes and ADHD are too. Yeah, I'm a big proponent of neurodivergent advocacy. I have autism and ADHD, so ADHD. But with ADHD is great. I got it right here. Here we go. Vyvanse, 70 milligrams right here. So Gene, if you're on, I don't know if you got Abazabas or if you're on Vyvanse or Concerta, but hopefully you're getting it taken care of because it gives you. It's better to have like a few hours of focus in the day than to just kind of raw dog neurodivergence through the day. So we'll get through it.
All right, just want to say hi to some of y'all here. Hello, Jenny Benny. Boo, Miss Yvonne, welcome. EXO, hello. Lovebug, hello. Usually I always say hi to everybody here.
Hi, everybody.
Hope, Love, and Sunshine, welcome.
Jenny, Benny. I'm looking at all the screen names. These are really great. Oh shit, Jean doesn't take any meds. She's raw dogging it. Raw dogging life with neurodivergence.
Oh my god. Hey Irene, what is up?
We're getting into it. Right? I never mess with Ritalin. It's one of those I like Vyvanse because it's not as spiky as like Adderall. Adderall's like, it's like the difference between coffee and tea, right? Because coffee's real spiky, you get like that up and down, but Vyvanse is more like, it's like tea. It's a nice, easy, it's an easy build up and an easy come down. It's not, there's no crash with it. At least I don't experience a crash. Yeah, hashtag facts. All right. Where's everybody from? Are you guys all in California?
Yeah, Leo. Yeah.
They're doing
Hey,
it. Yeah.
Nessa, what is up?
Oh my gosh, it's a whole cat.
That's a whole Leo.
Look at that guy. Oh my gosh,
The
Leo.
girl.
This, this is his channel.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
they got it up.
Enough of James ADHD. And you
Right.
guys bonding over it. Please drop a question so James can show you ultimate
Texas.
magic.
Well, we could talk about it. We're in. Is today? Was it today or yesterday? We're coming into Leo season, right? It's like around the
Today,
21st.
yeah,
Is
21st.
it? Okay. And there's and Leo the cat just pops in.
Yeah.
Are there any Leos in here today? I love how Leos are like the most. I don't know. We got to make sure there's no Leos in here so we can like talk shit about them. Oh, never mind. Love Bug is. Never mind. We love you, Love Bug.
I think Lovebug is a Pisces.
We do. Oh, we got a couple of
I think EXO might be.
Leos. It's all good. I like one of the things with cartomancy is Leos. Their main planetary influence is the sun. So whatever birthday they have, it's just they get a double dose of whatever their main birth card is. They wouldn't have a planetary influence because they're just influenced by the sun. So it's like really, it's kind of a double-edged sword because they could be really, really, really set in their ways, which is kind of shocking actually because you wouldn't normally peg Leos for being stubborn, but they can be some stubborn sons of bitches. You know, maybe not quite
Really? All the Leos I know are
Taurus level, dude. They have their moments. Leo, Sun, and Venus. I am a Capricorn Sun. I'm a Pisces Moon and a Taurus Rising. But I have Venus and Venus and my Moon are both conjunct in Pisces in my 11th house. Okay, what does the future look like for my person, Mr. J, and myself? So her person is this is for Yvonne. Wants to know Yvonne, when's your birthday?
No.
Aries energy. Okay. Half Leo, half Scorpio. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I like how we talk about our astrological influences the same way we talk about like our nationality. Like you could be like, yeah, I'm Irish and Scottish, but in here they're like, oh, look, I'm part Leo and part Scorpio.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Okay, so Yvonne, 12/22/1975. Okay. And do you know when the birthday of your person is, or have you met your person? Sorry, I don't know you guys in the channel, but we could dive into this a little bit. 12/22. Oh, you are a 9 of hearts. Interesting. Oh, you got double 9 energy too. You barely made the cusp of Capricorn. Like your day one baby Capricorn, which is pretty good. 9 of hearts. That's really a when the 9 of hearts comes up as a life path, really you get more by giving things away. And I know that sounds really kind of counterintuitive, but with anytime you have 9, it always detonates like a loss of something. And it's a lot better to give something away willingly than to have it taken from you, because when you give it away willingly, you can focus on your intention of giving it away. And so the way that you would operate any type of abundance in your life is going to be how much you give, whether it's of yourself or of either resources or love or anything that you have that you can give of yourself to share. That's how you're going to be able to kind of prime the pump for any kind of abundance. Okay, and your person is 11/23. Oh, and they're younger than you. Okay. 11/23. Oh, and they're 10 of hearts too. Oh, this is actually a really, really good combination. So anytime I see two of them, so their main birth card is the 10 of hearts. Yours is the 9 of hearts. So anytime I see consecutive cards like that, like 9s and 10s, you guys are moons to each other in the spiritual realm, which means you guys have a very, very deep spiritual connection, which is actually going to come into play in a lot of ways, as far as being able to have that deep sense of love for each other. But what else I find interesting is your planetary influence card, your Saturn, is the 9 of diamonds, which means that you gain a lot of you get a lot of harvesting from other people's losses and from kind of learning lessons. Either you have to teach people lessons the hard way or you have to learn them the hard way yourself. And your person, their planetary influence card is the Ace of Diamonds. So they're real good at coming up with a lot of, Ace is always identity, new ideas. So they're really good at coming up with new ideas as far as money making, materialistic things. So it's really interesting that you guys both have the hearts and the diamonds connection with it. So that's really, really interesting here. So, and what did you wanted to know what does the future look like for you guys? I don't know. Let's pull a couple cards and see what we got. Okay. And I tried to get my other camera to work on my phone because I wanted to have one like here and then the other one up here with my phone so I could kind of show where the cards were. And you can ask Miss Marie. It was a fucking nightmare. Like we got it working, but there was this really, really rabid reverb going on. Okay. 2 years older. All right. Okay, are you guys hey Avon, right? Am I pronouncing that right? Avon. Are you guys together? Oh, you're the 10 of diamonds. So Jean, your birthday must be March 13th. Oh no, you're a Leo. You said you had Pisces. I'm sorry. My brother's a 10. My brother's the Pisces 10 of diamonds. So that's the March 13th day. You're like, what do I need to go? Okay, we're gonna get 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So for you guys, this is actually really good. So you had the Ace of Hearts come up under Venus. So when I do a cartomancy reading, all I do is 7 cards. Okay, and each one of these 7 cards represents one of the 7 main visible planets, excluding Earth because we're on Earth. We don't have to look up into the sky to see Earth. We just look down and it's, right there. Can't get away from it. So the 7 planets, we start with Mercury, we have Venus, we have Mars, we have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. And as each one of these planets progresses outwards, it has less and less influence on our day-to-day like material world, but more and more influence on our spiritual world. For example, Mercury deals with the speed of thought. It has to do with everything that's going on in front of you right now. And it deals with, thoughts. It deals with things that come really, really quick because the what do you call it? The orbit of Mercury is real, real fast. We go on to Venus. Venus means the home. Venus can also mean relationships. Venus can mean, family. It can mean a lot of different things. Basically, where it's basically with home. Mars this is the first time we deal with a lot of conflict. Okay, Mars deals with structure. It can deal with legal issues. It can deal with conflict. A lot of times, I'm real hesitant working with Mars energy just because Mars is aggressive as fuck. And more often than not, Mars requires blood to get things done. And I don't mean literal, cutting and bleeding all over the place. But what's the saying? If you want to make an omelet, you got to break some eggs. Mars is going to require you to break some eggs to get some things done. Mars and Saturn are both kind of pricks in the means that you don't really get much serendipity from them. You have to put in actual work and get actual results. And Mars is the first manifestation of that. When we get to Jupiter, Jupiter is one of my favorite planets out of them. And Jupiter and Venus are my favorites. Jupiter is all about expansion. Jupiter is where all of our best blessings come from. It's where anything that we can get into that's really going to expand us in any direction. And then Saturn comes in, and Saturn kind of puts the kibosh on that. Okay, it's traditionally there's a lot of fire energy associated with Jupiter because fire, all it'll do is expand. And when things expand without being cut back or reined in a little bit, it can ruin everything. So there is a such thing as too much of a good thing. So when when Jupiter's doing its thing, Saturn's going to step in and constrict it a little bit. Saturn deals with that, that's that water energy. So when there's fires going in, water's going to step in and put the flames out. Saturn is the planet. It's a teacher. Saturn's just a fucking dick, dude. Always. It's deals with karma. It deals with learning lessons. Saturn always loves to have its little bag of "I told you so's." Because we always know better. and then Saturn energy will show up and be like, oh, well, you knew better. I told you so. So then we get into Uranus, and Uranus kind of is the rebel that kind of just totally disrupts this dance that Jupiter and Saturn have, because one is always expanding, one is contracting, and Uranus comes in and doesn't give a fuck about any of that. Uranus is all about rebellion. It's all about unexpected, unexpected things popping in. So I'm a big fan of Uranus energy, especially if you're in a stagnant spot, or you feel like you're going through the motions with things, or you feel like you've been stuck in a rut somewhere. Uranus coming in is going to help you bust out of that. Okay, and Uranus is surprisingly powerful. And lastly, we have Neptune, and Neptune deals mostly with dreams. It has actually, in my experience, it has very, very little influence on daily, like worldly things, but it has a lot of influence on more spiritual matters. So when I look at this spread, we're going for Ivan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yvonne.
Okay, so Miss Savant, so when we're going with when I'm looking at the spread, the very first thing I see between your birthdays is that 9 of Hearts and the 10 of Hearts. So you guys are connected very strongly in the spiritual realm, which can be great because that's that heart to heart. But when it comes to practical matters, there might be a little bit more tumultuation, but you guys can get through it. So when I pull these cards out, we're going to start from the outside with Neptune. And what I see here is it's going to let me hold it up if you can see it. We got the 4 of Clubs. Okay, and whenever I see the number 4, it always, always, always means stability. Okay, 4s and 8s especially are very, very stable. And we see that in so many aspects of our lives. There's 4 chairs on a 4 legs on a chair. We have 4 walls on a house. We have, there's anytime I see that stability. And when I see this come up with the clubs is the suit of knowledge. And this is also the suit of summer. Which is, apt because we're in July right now. But clubs generally means knowledge. So you two are mentally very, a lot of, what's the joke, like mentally stable? You guys ever see the triangle of truth? It says like pick 2, like good looking, intelligent, or emotionally stable. But you guys could do all 3 because you have that spiritual connection, which is really good. Coming in with Uranus, though, I got the 5 of Hearts here. Okay, and 5 of Hearts is 5 is always the number of change. Okay, and when I see the hearts come up, this is about emotions and where you guys are going to run into. It's important that you guys don't overanalyze how you feel about each other. Okay, you guys really got to stay more heart-centered instead of head-centered with things, because I don't know which one of you two is the overthinker, probably both y'all. But you guys really, I hate to use the term mental masturbation, but that's kind of what it is, because you'll like talk your way in and out of a lot of different things. So it's important that you guys stay heart-centered and remember where your connection is. Okay, Uranus is the queen of. This is interesting because it's the only the highest court card you have in the spread. We got the Queen of Clubs. Okay, and this is the Queen of Clubs. She's the Queen of Knowledge. But under Uranus, this is going to be surprising little mental, kind of surprising mental satisfaction. You guys do learn a lot from each other, and every now and then you're gonna come across that you guys are learning unexpected lessons about it. They're going to teach you this, your partner, your person. This is someone who's going to teach you a lot about yourself in unexpected ways. And it's usually, it's again, because it's under Uranus, it's in ways that you're not going to see coming. Okay, your Jupiter is the 3 of Hearts. Okay, and the way you guys are going to expand in your relationship is 3 of Hearts means it can mean expansive family. So adding more love to this equation will definitely help. With it, since there are 10 of Hearts, that detonates someone who's has a lot of success with groups and with groups of people, and does a lot better when there's more love to go around. So this can mean either children, it can mean getting pets, it can mean a lot of different things with it can mean a lot of different. You guys are going to have your best expression of abundance when you can expand the amount of love that you can have, not just for each other, but again, this means stepping out to like pets or volunteering your time, because again, this goes back to your 9 of Hearts of being able to give more of your heart is the way you receive. Okay, so your Mars card is the 7 of Spades, and 7s are always the number of spirituality. And when I see this come up with the Spades is the card of winter. It is the strongest suit in the deck. And whenever the Spades comes up, it's always a culmination of the 3 previous cards. So when we look at the projection of seasons with cartomancy, we start out with the Hearts, and that's the spring. We go into the Clubs, that's summertime. We go into diamonds, that's fall, and winter time is the spades. And as these go through, it means that it's a culmination of everything else. So when I see the seven of spades come up under Mars, this means that there are, with your spiritual as far as being like 10 of hearts and 9 of hearts with your life path cards. This is an opportunity for you guys to really manifest that in the physical world. But the problem is you have to, you're like trying to the thought that's coming in is you guys are like thinking thoughts that are too big for your head and feeling feelings that are too big for your hearts. And you have to remember that united, the whole is better than the sum of its parts. So it's important that you guys are both pulling in the same direction with whatever actions you guys are taking. Because with this Mars influence, you guys could get led astray pretty quickly with bullshit. And what I mean by that is like, spending money on bullshit, gambling, frivolous shopping, different things like that. Spending a lot of time and energy on things that aren't necessarily going to benefit the two of you or benefit your family. It's really, really important that you keep everything centered and heart centered on that, the higher heart connection. Okay, so Ace of Hearts came up under Venus for you guys. As I'm looking at this I see the Ace of Hearts, the Three of Hearts, and the unexpected under Uranus. This could show actually a move coming up this year. Because aces always deal with new beginnings, and with the hearts in Venus, that's actually its most exalted area. It seems like you guys are going to move your home, or have an opportunity to do so. So lastly, with Mercury, and this again is why I was mentioning about the concept of overthinking. We got the Jack of Spades. Okay, Jack of Spades is an asshole. Flat out is an asshole. He is think about the lowest expression of like Captain Jack Sparrow, for example. Okay, he's like this pirate guy. He's a lovable asshole, but he's still an asshole. It causes a lot of chaos wherever he goes, and that's what the Jack of Spades does. Jack of Spades is the card of liars. It is the card of actors, because actors are really liars. If you think about it, that's all they do is pretend to be something that they're not. So with this coming up in your Mercury, this means that you got to really, really watch out for bullshitting yourself. I feel like this is an opportunity and a challenge for you to really be practice a lot of self-honesty, both with yourself and with your and with your partner. And as your relationship grows, you guys really, really have to be honest with yourselves. I don't know if this person like hides things. I wouldn't think so, but it's really important that you guys are as honest as possible, as this year progresses. But overall, the only thing that's really popping up powerfully again is the Queen of Clubs in Uranus, and this is just going to be a lot of unexpected lessons, but it's not going to be anything bad. If this was a Jack over here, yeah, I'd watch out for it. But queens are, it's softer energy, it's receiving energy, and it's just going to be a lot of unexpected things. And I would look for you guys moving home at some point. And that's really all we got. What at least for this one. There's a lot of have we had a lot of other questions, Marie? I'm sorry, I'm kind of like just babbling here.
Yeah, but usually we'll wait. We'll skip some. So copy and paste some of the
Oh
questions.
shit.
You went a little
Yeah,
too
I didn't
deep
even.
on that reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how. This is my first time here. I don't know how. I just pull some cards and we're going.
Yeah.
And I can do if you guys want, Miss Marie, drop my email in. We can make arrangements to do a deeper dive into your relationship as far as you guys with all of your cards go. Everyone who has every day that you're born, you have a card that you're born under with each of these planets, and it's a one of them is their major planetary influence card, but all 7 of them are going to have a factor in and how you deal with things throughout your life. So we could do a deeper a deeper one.
Yeah, for sure. I've spoken about your readings to this channel. I've spoken it to my personal friends. James has tapped into some information that I only knew about, so it did definitely blew my mind, and I was looking forward to him coming to the live stream here for some time now, but I wasn't No, that
Oh,
wasn't consistent.
Jessica. No, dude. No, no, no. Who's the Aries? Is that you in the Capricorn? What are they? They're like Aries and Capricorn. That's like Earth and Earth and Fire, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that question. Yeah, Leo. All right, so Jessica, you guys make sure you guys are pressing like for love on the live stream. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. All right, so Jessica, thank you. Would love to know. You are the Aries, and the Capricorn have long-term material. Loki, one of my best relationships has been with a Capricorn. It was a soulmate. I'm not married because I didn't want to get married back in the day. Okay, so um, I wouldn't say run away from it completely. James.
Hey, now let's not with the Capricorn hate.
All right, no, my best friend is a Capricorn, so and I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart. But let's see. Is a long-term commitment here, Jessica? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. Okay, Jessica, I've never read for you before. Thank you so much for subscribing. And you did mention earlier that you subscribe. I don't sugarcoat things. Just letting you know, baby cakes, we can become best friends, but not through this. Okay, so in with this energy, I do see a lot of love, a lot of connection. There is a great ass energy between you and this person. And the only thing is that you and this person are not each other's person. So you come in as an ascension partner for this person, meaning so the two of you are going to grow. There is a lot of love. I see that this person is into you. You're not as into them as you'd love to be into them or fall in love with here. I see that you're very attractive. They're very attractive too, and you are very attractive to them, right? But we have the Ace of Cups and saying, yes, you're going to feel love again. You're going to learn how to love again with this person. But when it comes to referring this connection for it to be long term, the Seven of Swords is here. There's going to be a lot of mirror energy. There's going to be fights, things that you get to grow as a person, things that you don't like from him. Same thing goes for him. He sees you as someone he wants to spend the rest of his life with. But here with the King of Cups, there's a lot of emotional imbalance, needing to ground the energy. Page of Wands means that there's going to be new things thrown your way. This relationship will last as long as it needs to last. Okay. Thank you, Miss Jessica. What do you want to read next, James?
I was just scrolling through some of the questions. So they repost it. We're not supposed
Yeah,
to
they
scroll back up.
repost. The chat goes too long.
Oh
We all
shit!
chat and things like that. So the new chat will have new questions, or they just copy and paste their new question.
Oh yeah. Oh, Yvonne, I could totally relate to this. I grew up thinking I was an Aquarius, but I'm actually 29. 29 point. I think it's 29.59. 29 degrees, 59 minutes Capricorn. So I'm like that very, very energetic degree. So I know what it's like. I was a cusp baby. And with Capricorn and Aquarius, it's really, cusps, we struggle because, if you really want to split hairs, there's no such thing as a cusp, but there is. If you know, you know. And like as like straddling that line between Capricorn and Aquarius, it's it's like the best and worst of both worlds. Like with the Capricorn side, I have like the the down to earthness and the work ethic of a Capricorn. But on the other hand, I have my dark moods. Like I could brood. Like, oh my gosh, no one can get moody like a Capricorn. I get in my dark spots. And then on the Aquarius side, I have like the friendliness and the vision of an Aquarius, but I'm also a fucking airhead. Like the other day, I couldn't remember the word for elevators. I was like talking to them. I'm like, well, what's the the little roomy box thing that we rode up here in? I couldn't think of the word. So it's like that. So when you're on different cusps, it's you have to realize that you're gonna get strengths and weaknesses of both sides. But when you really look at your chart and you see where your sun actually lies, that's where that's going to be your main influence. Okay, Jean, what is feelings and intentions towards me? You're the 10. Okay, Jean, honey, I need your birthday and I need his birthday too. Because there's a big difference between the 6 of clubs and the seven of clubs. So we got to figure out what's going on with it. Okay, Crystal Baby wants to know the job they just applied for. Okay, let's pull it. I'm gonna do some while we're waiting for the Jean to get the birthdays in. Let's do we're gonna pull some cards. Is that okay, Marie? Can I pull some from Miss Crystal?
Sure, go for it.
Crystal Baby. Okay, we'll see. Crystal, when's your birthday? See what's going on with so job stuff is usually a combination of Mars and Jupiter when we're doing cartomancy. Okay, we'll see what we got for Miss Crystal. Oh shit, some secrets. All right, there's some okay, whatever you applied for, this popped out right away. Uranus had the Ace of Spades. This is the card of secrets. So this is some information that's being kept from you about whatever this job is. So it's I would look at it as it might seem like a good fit on the surface, but remember that the map is never ever the territory. And so whatever, I would make sure that you're getting all the information necessary, because there's information here that is being kept from you. Something important, something unexpected. But there's something going on with this job that not is all as it seems. But the good news is I do see you shading a good job this year. We got the 5 of Hearts under Mars. Okay, Mars, again, to reiterate what we said earlier, deals with legal stuff. It deals with, structure. It deals with action. It can deal with employment. And when that 5 comes up, 5 is that number of change. And this is change of hearts, too. So this tells me that you are going to change jobs sometime this year, and it is going to be something that fulfills you a little bit more, okay? A couple other interesting influences here. Under Venus, we got the 2 of Diamonds, okay? And 2 of Diamonds, this is the wheeler and dealer card. This is, making deals. It could be the card of sales. And it's the card of connection too, but it's the card of connecting people who can mutually benefit each other. So what I'm picking up from this is kind of one of your talents is you are really, really good at networking people together. So that might be something worth looking into, whether or not it's with this new job or just kind of moving forward. You have this really, really great talent of recognizing what value people have and then recognizing that value that they'd have for each other. So you're the kind of person who you might have friends in 2 completely different spheres of energy, 2 completely different groups. Like some people, you might know one person from church and might know one person from fucking Starbucks or whatever, but you would know that for the 2 of them to meet, it would be mutually beneficial for them. So you would have a lot of success doing networking, like really, really a lot. And this is interesting too, because you have the writer's card, which is the 3 of clubs. This came up under Saturn. And this tells me that your creative outlet, at least when it comes to writing and doing, keeping records and things, pretty meticulous. But this is more of a mental thing because it comes up with the club. So you are really good at, I guess, remembering facts about people. That's kind of what's popping in right now. But these facts actually come into your networking ability. Like you can remember what, so-and-so's really good at, fucking loves mountain biking or something. And then you meet someone else who does, and you remember these random facts and you connect them. And that's what you do. There's a lot of people that become friends with each other through you. And what else do we got here? I got 2, 1, and, okay. So in Neptune, I got the Queen of Clubs, okay? And this is one that I know you like to dream big. In this next season, I would say the next couple months, I would encourage you to temper your expectations. Okay, and again, I'm circling back to this Ace of Spades here with something that's being hidden from you. There's unknown information. Temper your expectations, okay? An expectation is a premeditated resentment, and it would behoove you to focus more on intentions, like what you can put into a situation instead of what you can get out of it. At the end of the day, you have zero control over people, places, and things. As much as you might want to influence it, you still have zero control. So right now, yeah, you applied for the job, but so much of that is out of your hands. Okay. And your birthday, would you put it? Oh, 131. Okay. So you're an Aquarius, and your main card is the Nine of Clubs. Interesting. Um, that's the end of cycles as your main thing. So this is like when I see this card come up as your main birth card. A lot of people with the Nine of Clubs, they consider this to be. It probably feels like this is your last earthly incarnation. And I say that without unironically. This is like a lot of people that you meet, a lot of the karmic things that you run into in this life. You feel like you're putting the bow on a package or just tying up a lot of karmic loose ends. A lot of people who incarnate with the Nine of Clubs tend to be very spiritually advanced, and they're at a point where they come in here and they feel like they're on their last human lifetime. Aquarians, their planetary influence card is Uranus, and your Uranus card is the Four of Clubs. And this is really interesting because, again, what I said about fours, it's that number of stability. So whenever unexpected things happen, and that's the thing about Aquarians is they love the unexpected because they're like cats, always land on their feet. No matter what it is, an Aquarius is always going to land on their feet. So this is really interesting because this is everything that's going to get thrown at you during this life, especially unexpected shit, you're always going to land on your feet, and you are always going to benefit from it. You're like the poster child for positive disintegration. When everything's falling apart, you're always going to land on your feet. When everything seems like it's going to shit, it seems like your life sucks. No, you're just rebuilding back better. And that's like your entire, it's kind of your entire life path. Okay, so just to recap, you are going to change jobs this year. There is hidden information that's being kept from you, probably purposefully, but there's a hidden aspect to this, and I would just encourage you to temper your expectations about this specific job, and just focus on your friendliness and your ability to network with people and see where it gets you. Miss Crystal. Okay. And what we're waiting for.
Lovebug donated for 3 questions, so let's go ahead and take her.
Oh shit! Okay.
My priority. For these, we're both going to be answering your question, and we're gonna get James do his thing.
No, you don't mean that. Okay, so wait, who did it? Lovebug?
Feel free to drop your question. Lovebug will be back doing free readings.
Wait, can I love the stream? What can I do this? What does this do? I'm trying to figure out what this does on my phone with the. What does that do? What? So I'm like, I have the stream going on my phone right here, and then we're broadcasting out of my laptop. So it's interesting. I think I could hit it, and the little hearts pop up.
Yeah, people are hearting the stream.
Oh, okay. I did. I hearted the stream. Okay, Lovebug. 224.85. I gotta move this? What does it say? What do I need to hear at this time? Okay. All right. So since she paid for it, should we do a little deeper dive for Miss Lovebug? Marie, what do you think?
No, just the same. So, like, if they want a deeper dive, they book with you because honestly, you are way too deep just for these questions.
Oh shit, we're going really deep into it.
We are.
Oh man,
we're like basically 40 minutes in, and we've only read for 2 people.
Oh shit! How fast are these supposed to go? Okay.
Maybe like 5 minutes.
Oh fuck. Okay. All right, yeah. Lovebug. Well, I'm looking at your birthday. Your main card is the Ace of Diamonds, and your planetary influence card is the Five of Diamonds. I don't see a lot of stability here, dude. And you're a Pisces on top of it too. Okay, so you operate really well in teams. When you are left to your own devices, you're like when you are alone, even just with your thoughts, you're in a dangerous neighborhood, dude. You need to get in for stability's sake, especially when it comes to things like material possessions, because I see diamonds are very I don't want to say you're materialistic, but you're very cognizant of value and what value things have. You need to kind of outsource stability a little bit because you're very, very changeable. With the Five of Diamonds, especially as a planetary influence, you're going to have a lot of different you're going to change a lot of jobs. You're going to have a very non-linear career path. And it's important that you remember to, you just got to, what's coming to me is just like outsourcing stability is what I would look at right now. Okay, so let's do a quick shuffle. We'll pull a couple cards here for this Lovebug. We'll get a quick, keep it, Miss Murray wants to keep it to 5 minutes. So We'll go. Okay, I can't even see these little is it a smiley face? All these emojis. It's fun times. Okay, so what do we got for Miss Lovebug? We got very good. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, so jumping out right away. Oh my gosh, she's you must be trying. Are you like buying Mega Millions tickets or something? Look at this. So your Neptune right away is the Seven of Diamonds. This is called the Millionaire card, and tells me you got big, big dreams. Neptune is that planet of dreams. You know, you got an imagination. You imagine what it would be like to be very, very materially abundant. And you temper it with matters of the heart. And this is actually with the Queen of Hearts under with the Queen of Hearts under Uranus. This time, I would caution you against the self-sabotage of giving too much. You tend to get really, really wrapped up and put other people's needs ahead of your own, and it leads to a sense of self-sabotage. You can't. You can't pour from an empty cup, and I would just encourage you. It's awesome to help people, and you have a big heart for doing that. But helping people to the point of self detriment is not going to serve you. Especially you're you're over 40 right now. You got to really. It's okay to look out for number one. Sometimes it's not necessarily being selfish, because the better you're able to help. Yeah, the better you can help yourself, the more you're going to be able to help other people. Okay, which I get it is a little rough, but it's especially when you got to outsource stability. But I see good stuff coming up for you. So we got the Sun card, which is the Eight of Diamonds under Jupiter. So this is a very, very auspicious, very, very good, strong financial stability card, especially under Jupiter. So this is a time of great. I don't necessarily want to say financial abundance, because money doesn't exist. It's an agreement that we all have. But this does represent material abundance and it's stability, because like I said, number 4, but we have 8. That's 4 times 2. So this is a card of extreme material stability, and this is a time for you to achieve this. So during this season, Jupiter is ready to bless you with a lot of things, but you have to be prepared for it. Like, one of the things with manifestation, it's a 2-step process. You ask and you receive. And so many times we fuck up with the receiving part. Jupiter is going to dump on you, but it's like you're trying to, catch rain, and the bigger bucket you have, the more you're going to be able to catch. But if you're out there just trying to catch things with your hands, you're not going to be able to hold on to as much, if that, metaphor makes any sense. The other thing that I'm seeing is we got the King of Diamonds under Venus. This again goes to secure home. You're in a very strong place home-wise right now. And that's kind of, we're going to keep this short. So that's really all I'm going to say about this one. Oh, thank you. She's doing all the little heart emojis. Oh, thank you. Oh, here's the little heart. Okay, there we go. Wait, this is the one. Here's the thing. The little heart emoji. Just for you, love bug. Okay, and I guess the stream looks like it's on a delay. Did you have any other because Marie, was it for 3 questions? Okay.
Sorry, I was saying I had this thing muted. Usually how it goes, they post their question. Once we're done, they post the next one. So are you done with your part of the reading?
Oh, yeah, I'm done. You can
so let me go ahead and read for her, and then we can go on to her second question.
Okay. Oh, now they're saying it's muted. Okay. It's like, what's the delay on this? It's like 10 seconds?
You can see the chat more on our screen.
Oh, I don't even have our screen open. Do we have our... Oh, shit. The private chat? Oh, that's not it. Where's... Look, whatever. I'm pretty. I don't have to be smart.
Usually when it depends on your...
Oh, shit. There it is. It was there the whole time? The audience chat? Oh, my gosh.
All right. So what's coming up for you? What do I need to hear at this time? Okay. Love bug. Love bug. Girl, you need to climb out of that cloud and come down to earth and have a lot of sex. Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't know what the hell you've been doing. She has been keeping a little back when it comes to her sexuality, that sort of goodness. You need to let your partner know, yeah, he's doing a good job or whatever, but tell him that your needs are not being met. Because I see that there is a need to explore other things, and you are going to be saying things as so. Okay. There's some things that you wish to explore, having new experiences and perspectives, and this has to do with, girl, don't laugh. She's all here throwing all these emojis. um when it comes to exploring things in life, but it starts with your sacral chakra. Okay, so with that said, so there's some things that your needs are not being met. When it comes to your partner, when it comes to you having a sexy, a good time, I see your libido skyrocketing. And girl, I don't know what's going on here. If you need to get some lube, get some lube. Okay, I've never done a reading like this, period, but it is what it is. It looks like you are needing to wanting there's a need to want to be more comfortable in your environment. Have to do with other people, has to do with yourself. And you have the Empress and the Lovers. You're entering a soft feminine energy era, which is great, but she's also going to be fierce and will have more expectations. These next 2 years are going to be more of going with the flow of what you want, what you need, and speaking up for yourself. Okay, so you are going courageous and bold. Great for you. I'm happy for you. Please feel free to drop your second question. Hold on the questions, y'all. We have 3 donation readings here for Love Bug. Woo, hope, love, and sunshine. Thank you, baby cakes. 1 second. She said, all work, no play. Garbu, we can see that.
Okay. Lovebug says, work for me. Are you hiring?
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck?
What?
She's like, question,
she's like, everyone, okay. Yeah, everyone drop your LinkedIn in the live chat and Lovebug will get a hold of you.
Yeah.
They'll do it. Oh, see, the sun's going down. It's not as bright in here anymore.
But it looks great on your end, though. Your camera looks great.
Yeah, it's okay. It has its moments. Okay, so Lovebug, are you asking like a question about work? How will work for the next few months? Okay, I could pull another card for it for work for the next few months. I mean, I don't know. Okay,
she's right there. Screen. How will work go for the next few months?
I wish I was self-employed. Okay, well, the only limit is yourself. I mean, in Ohio, you can start an LLC for $99 in a dream. Okay. All right. So what's going on with Miss Lovebug and her work situation? Yeah. Okay. So I got 3 5s. And the one that's missing is the clubs. So I got the 5 of diamonds under the five of diamonds is under Mercury. This tells me that you have a material need right now. I got the 5 of hearts. And this is interesting because this is the same one that came up under your Jupiter spread earlier. So it's twice it's come up in the same position for you. And then I got the 5 of spades under Saturn, and this is kind of better. So it's like this is you're a very responsible person, and as much as you'd like to strike out on your own right now, you still got bills to pay. That's really what I'm seeing with this. It doesn't mean that you can't find something that you love. I know you think about it a lot. You got the success with people card, the 10 of hearts over here under Neptune. So this is something that's been kind of on your dream mind, imagination for some time, but you have very, very real material needs right now. And the big one I'm seeing, especially as Venus, is the home. You got the 4 of clubs, and that's stability. And you are not someone who is going to jeopardize your short-term security for a fucking dream. It's just how it is. You're just too responsible. Um, and that's all I got. We kept it under 5 minutes this time, right, Marie? We're good. That's what I
Yeah.
see. So it's just, work's going to go for the next few months, but I don't see any major changes unless you make the change. But again, I don't know if it would be a good idea right now. Okay. I think, are you doing it now? Marie, you're going to go? Okay.
All right.
Freaking Leo.
She's something else. All right.
Leo's the employee of the month.
Freaking Leo. All right, you have the King of Wands coming up for me here. So you're going to be feeling pretty good. Queen of Coins, you're going to be making your bank. Things are going to be feel very positive. I see you being taking things more relaxed when it comes to work. Of course, you're going to be on your thinking game. You are a person that's in charge, but you have the Empress coming up with the Four of Cups. So it looks like you are taking a chill pill with not overthinking things, not overdoing things. You're going to get work done, but you're not going to go above and beyond when it comes to other things. You're going to do what you need to do and get things done. Overall energy, there is a great need to take a vacation, girl. Okay, take your vacation time. Don't be working over here extra overtime. You have the Eight of Coins. Dios te pilla. Eight of Coins in the Empress movement forward. So you have very good months ahead of you when it comes to work. All right. Please drop your third question. Yes, definitely trying to not slow down and take it slow. Please do. Please do. It looks like you're going to be successful. You're still going to get things done, but vas a ir más con la flow. Yeah, chica.
Okay. All right. Lovebug says, yes, definitely trying not to slow down and to take it slow. Love for the next month. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look. Lovebug. I'm taking a week off next month. I've never done that. Ever? Like in your life? This is your first vacation?
Wait, what the hell? Let me go read what she wrote.
Sure. I'm taking a week off next month. Just never taken a week off.
Girl, finally.
Okay. Okay, so love for the next month. Focus on getting that bag. Queen of Diamonds came up under Jupiter for you. This is getting that money. Look, this is not a time for I don't want to say not a time for generosity, but it's really not, because you might have some unexpected. Well, you got the Nine of Diamonds coming up under Uranus. This generally means unexpected expenses. It's usually things like fucking dishwasher breaking, washing machine, fucking car repairs, things like that. That's gonna come up for you. But specifically about love, this is not going to be something that strikes you, but it could be someone you love. I don't know, sister, brother. Someone's going to have unexpected expenses, and they're going to expect you to pay for it. And this is someone who traditionally takes you for granted too. So I'd be real careful about that. You know who they are. I see that we're back to this asshole again. The Jack of Spades is over here in Neptune. So this is kind of a manipulative influence. I don't know if this is an ex or this is someone who has traditionally taken advantage of you, because you do have a soft touch when it comes to this person and they know it. But they are going to ask for something substantial, tugging on your heartstrings over the next couple months. But stay focused on your bag and you're going to be just fine.
All right, let's look what's coming up next month when it comes to love. The teardrop. Oh my gosh.
Is she
Okay.
crying? Yeah, she knows who it
Yeah.
is, dude. Don't.
Okay, so love bug. For what I get for you is that there's going to be some sort of event that is going to give you clarity about your baby boo. Okay, I don't see it being clarity that comes from love or like he does a gesture that just gives you that aha moment. So there's something big that's going to take place next month that will be most than likely a deal breaker and will set you free on making the choice to walk away. um, I see that you might hold off on letting this person go. And there with it comes desire to have something more or live a greater life when it comes to your love life. I don't see you as committed or in love with the person that you're with. If anything, you know that there is fear of moving forward. You have the Tower, the Emperor, and the Eight of Swords. So whatever has been keeping you from moving forward when it comes to matters of the heart, you're going to be seeing things for what it is and with a serene and mellow heart. So with this, it's not just about the money, it is about seeing how this person is not showing up for you. So there is, again, the expenses here are showing up with the hangman, and that will show you here that this person's not as committed or giving it all as you are in this connection. If anything, this will be a space where you will decide when you will walk away. I don't see you doing it very fast, but it could be something that just, happens for you and you're like, I'm done completely. But I see you with the Eight of Swords, you're going to overthink how you're going to do things, but eventually we'll find clarity with the Emperor being front and center. I'm going to give you a Romance Angel card real quick. All right, you have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. It's time for you to make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. There is unrequited love when it comes to you and your person. And we see here finances, it's showing its face. So there's something here about doing things differently, finances and career. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay. Got it. Thank you. I know. Sorry que no te di the best of news, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that was all. That was all three of them.
Yes.
Okay. 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 Does anyone else have any other questions? Lovebug's doing the little heart.
Yes.
The heart.
Really Hope, love, and sunshine. Let me know that you're here, please. I think this question would be so cool for you to answer. So they can see like being on this spectrum of your greatness, so they can book a private reading if they're feeling drawn to.
Keep my heart open for a deserving partner. Okay.
Thank you, love bug. Hope, love, and sunshine. Please let us know you're here, so James can go ahead and do your question, my dear.
We're gonna jump. Hope, love, and sunshine. Okay, so I made a decision to move on from my twin connection and connect to myself and spiritual gifts, but keeping my heart open for a deserving partner. What effect will this have on my life and his life? Um, you know, uh, whenever I see like twin connections come up.
Sorry.
Yeah, go. Yeah, do your thing.
Can we just? We're only going to look into your situation of how it will affect you. If you need a personal session, I would highly suggest for you to book with James so he can look into your person, because this is not just about, because the question that you're asking is deep. It is soulful. It is not just everyday life. And for you to have clarity of where things are headed for this person and how it will mirror your life as well. So please give yourself the opportunity to connect with James on a private reading. He will take care of you. I promise. He took care of me when the time came up. Okay. Here with Yvonne, the same thing with your person and anybody who's dealing with a twin flame. I did the thing myself. he gave me a lot of clarity of where I was. And I'm telling you, with that information that I got back in 2019, it is still playing out for me and has given me so much clarity. Okay. Um, take it on, James. Sorry for sharing
Wow,
that.
making me feel old. That was 7 years ago. Jeez.
Baby,
Yeah,
we're
it's been
barely
a
in
while. Right.
2017 again.
I,
With they turning off
right.
certain brought me back to my
It's.
youth.
I know. They did it. We're taking the long view.
Hmm.
It's good. Okay, so you know, it's so wild to me how there's a difference between a twin flame and a soulmate, and it's twin flames almost always. It's fucking toxic if you get romantically involved, because there's just too much uh like frequency there. You guys are both like, broadcasting at the same time. It's like trying to kind of like when you have reverb, when you're talking through two different microphones at the same time. You're both trying to occupy the same kind of space at the same time. So with a twin, you guys have to kind of do the cosmic dance of playing off of each other instead of playing together. So if you find your twin and then you end up like getting romantically tangled with them, it's always going to end in tears. So it doesn't surprise me to see that you're moving on for a deserving partner and whatnot. But despite you wanting to move on, that karmic link is still going to be there. You guys are like, connected throughout this entire lifetime. But it's the difference between, like a spiritual connection versus a physical universe connection. So so making I can understand like making a decision like that is really, there's going to be a lot that goes into that because you're going to, obviously be making a decision out of your heart. And then it's natural when you have such a deep connection with someone to have a lot of buyer's remorse after the fact. And of course you're going to wonder like, hey, did I do the right thing? Because this is like one of those core decisions. In life we have a few major dilemmas that come up, and once we make that decision, things are never the same again. And a lot of times they're on us and we don't even see it coming. This sounds like it was one that you put a lot of time and effort into. And you're still, the fact that you still have a sense of, I don't want to say regret, but concern about whether or not you did the right thing is a testament to you doing the right thing. Okay. Because had you just like cut it off and be like, oh no, fuck that guy and moving on, that would give me cause for concern and make me wonder whether or not you guys were actually twin flames to begin with. But the fact that you guys are, the fact that you're having this much, even the fact that you're even just asking this question right now, tells me that your heart is in the right place. So it's, when you ask about, if, get moved on from the twins so you can connect to yourself, that again goes back to you guys both like broadcasting on the same frequency, because it's hard to listen to the song of your heart when someone else is, broadcasting on it. And same thing with like the spiritual gifts too. It was really, it's, we're always competing with ourselves, and when you can step back from that twin and actually get a sense of objective, objective data on where you're at in your life, it will give you a better, better illumination for your path moving forward. Um, but when your twin is involved with that, it's really, really hard to get that because you're going to be such a mirror off this person, and you're going to be see so much in this other person of yourself. And again, that's a double-edged sword because you're going to see things that you like in them and also the things that you don't like. And it's the things that you like in yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself. And that's what's going to irk you the most about it. So it's really, really important to really step up and get, really, really be as objective as you can once you're away from one of their influence. Okay, please. Okay. So that's what I get. I did pull a couple cards, but I'm kind of going over my 5 minute limit. I would say, okay, this is okay. So this is the one I'm just going to talk about is Jupiter. Okay, so you had the 3 of spades come up under Jupiter, right? And this represents a dilemma, and it's kind of funny because you asked about a decision, and you're asking the question after you made the decision, and you have the dilemma card come up. So when a 3 comes up, imagine that you're walking on a forest path. You go, 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 and the path splits off into 2 directions. Okay, and you got 3 choices. You could go right, you could go left, or you could turn back around and go the way that you came. And I'll tell you, you're considering turning back. And that's why you're asking this about the decision to move on. I would encourage you to stay the course and keep moving forward. And you guys are connected no matter what in this lifetime. Okay. So in another, 5 years, you're not going to be the same person, and he won't be the same person. So if you can split apart and take some time to actually evolve through life a little bit away from each other, and then when you guys reconnect down the road, you're going to have so much more to share at that point. And that's going to be something that's really going to be expansive and a great blessing. And that's all I got. We'll pass it over to you, Miss Marie.
Oh, you could do it by yourself with her.
Oh,
I
sure.
don't.
We weren't going double
No,
Dutch
she
on
didn't
this
do a
one.
donation. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna do the tag team. Okay. All right. Well, that's let me see what else we got in here. Okay. So I got the Queen of Spades that came up under Uranus. This is gonna be again. I love the Uranus card. It's always that unexpected. And this is unexpected strength that comes in place. This is actually unexpected mastery too. I get it that you had a lot of trepidation about making this decision, and this is a time for you really, really, really to trust yourself and to really push. I don't want to say like break out of a comfort zone, but you're definitely going to stretch it. And when you stretch it, you're going to be pretty surprised over what you're capable of. And I would encourage you to, be kind to yourself through this process too. I don't know what her name is. Hope Love. I don't know. She looks like a Jennifer. So, she's giving off Jennifer energy. We'll go with that. All right, Jennifer. So every master was once a disaster. Okay, and if you allow yourself to make mistakes, you're going to be able to be, but you're going to be able to evolve. All right, and I would really, really encourage you to do that, because as I'm looking at this, you could really, really be your own worst enemy, and you can be really hard on yourself too, especially when things aren't as well balanced at home. I'm seeing a lot of mental stability here with Mercury. So this is actually really good. Your thought process is very, very stable and very strong. I don't see any heart energy here, though. I see clubs, clubs, clubs. I got spades, 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 and I got one diamond under Venus. So when it comes to matters of the heart, it's something that's always been I want to say like a mystery, and this is probably one of the interesting things about you and your twin, because you are feminine, but you don't have that heart, the traditional, feminine heart, like heart knowledge or heart presence, but he does. He's very, very feelings driven, and you're a lot more mind driven. You're a lot more logical, and that's kind of interesting. Interesting dynamic you two have. It's going to be really. I'm interested to see how that'll pop out. Oh no, your twin is married, really, dude? He's very it doesn't change the fact that he's a lot more feelings driven. And you are not you're a lot more of a mental person. All right, what is Nessa saying? Are we done with this one, Marie, or
Yeah.
okay? I don't know. Okay, well, we're going. Oh shit, we lost some people. We're down to 6. There's 6 people here now. We're good. Okay. So who was next? We got Okay. So Nessa. What is Nessa? Nessa C. What's coming for the month of July? We'll take a look. Okay. Okay, Nessa. Nessa, when's your birthday? Go ahead and drop it in the chat, please. Okay. Okay. Hi, Yvonne. Okay. Okay, Nessa. Let's see what we got. Just trying to get through it. There we go. Okay. Okay, Miss Nessa. Nice. Okay. You're gonna meet someone unexpected. I got the 2 of Hearts that came up under Uranus. It's gonna be a shakeup. Someone rebellious, but you're gonna meet a new person. I don't know if you're already like in a relationship right now or not. That doesn't really matter, because we get, we meet new people all the time. But you're gonna meet someone. It's gonna be a crush. It's going to be this actually might be the result of someone else's breakup. I got the 9 of Hearts is coming up under Jupiter for you, and this is you directly benefiting from someone else's loss. So this is something I don't know if this is someone you've had your eye on before. This might be because with Uranus over here, this is going to be something unexpected. So this might be a new new connection we have coming in. It's just I got the King of Hearts under Saturn for you, and this is a lot of masculine teacher energy. This is telling me this is someone who's going to be a little bit older than you are. Not a whole lot, not a lot. It's just going to be they're very well established in who they are. A very emotionally strong person, which is kind of what you need. You're going to need someone to lean on a little bit. Again, I see a lot of mental toughness. I got the 10 of clubs came up under Venus. This is in your home. Get some more books. You probably want to expand your library a little bit. I don't know if you go to book fairs or go to bookstores and whatnot. I don't know if you already have a stack of shit that you haven't read yet, but there's definitely going to be some new knowledge that's going to want to show itself to you coming up through the next what do we got, the next week here of July. But your big one that's coming up is this new person that's popping in. Okay. 2 and where were we at? Okay. I'm gonna scroll down through the chat.
Do you want to go ahead and read Exo Jean? She's been giving her information here for a while.
Who's Exo? Oh, Jean. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. What did she need to know? Okay, so all right, we got to flip back to her birthdays. I'm sorry about that, Jean. We didn't mean to keep you hanging there.
I put it in the screen for you.
Okay. And okay, so yeah, she's the 10 of diamonds and 11-14 Scorpio. 11-14. Oh, is the 6 of clubs, Queen of clubs, and 10 of clubs. Very intellectual individual, actually. And then with the Queen too, they're really okay. You guys work well together with and what was your question? What his feelings are towards you. He's a real intelligent person. Okay, like very intelligent, and really he's gonna struggle to express himself emotionally. Most men do. This guy especially is very much so. The way, if you're trying to capture his heart, you need to capture his you have to stimulate him mentally. Yeah, of course he's intellectual, dude. He's like he's all clubs. It's all he has going on. He is, though, I will say this, okay, he is a shockingly good listener. This is someone who is going to they like a good debate, but they're actually going to consider what you're saying. So they have a really unique way of listening, which is not a whole lot of guys do this. He's going to be very unique in that aspect. He said he's intimidated by your intelligence. I don't think so. I think he's delighted by your intelligence. What it is he might not be used to actually intelligent women either, so he might not know how to take that, because again, he's such a cerebral individual that he's not going to be look, he's emotionally retarded. Okay, I'm just going to say it. He's very smart up here, but his heart, he's not going to he's also not going to handle like ambiguity and nuance very well. So if you like him, you're going to have to let him know. He's going to really intellectualize and he's going to think through things before he makes decisions. He's not, which is kind of good. He's not an impulsive individual, which is, you kind of want that. You don't really want to be involved with someone who's, overly impulsive. But at the same time, you want to be able to connect with them on a heart level. So yeah, he might say he's intimidated by your intelligence, but it's just, he likes it. And I would keep pressing it. I don't know if you guys do, like, brain games or play like chess or do different shit that can be, you know what? Go to a murder mystery dinner night. Find a murder mystery dinner somewhere and do something where there's like a puzzle or something you could do. I would recommend like an escape room, but escape rooms are terrible. Go to do like a murder mystery night. Find something that has a little bit of audience participation, but where you two can kind of like sequester yourselves a little bit, share some inside jokes about it, and get to it. Okay, and that's really all I got with it. With him. Gene's like, oh no. Really, Marie? Heart boners? That's where we're at? Okay.
Let me live my best life, James. Okay.
Do your thing. It's your channel. Look, it's your world. I just live in it.
Okay. Who else has a question? No.
Yeah, imitation is the highest form of flattery. Of course, he likes you. I mean, he's like, if someone is like mirroring you back to you, especially if he's like copying the way that you communicate and words and sayings and things, it means you're having a strong influence on him. Um, it is you are a lot more emotionally strong than this individual. He's fucking smart though. He really is. But a lot of times the smartest people feel like they're idiots, you know, because they second guess themselves. We always do. And people who are, you know, fucking idiots, a lot of times they're just so sure of themselves that they'll like, you know, brashly go forward with stuff. He is not going to do that. He's definitely a look before he leaps person. And this is where you're going to find yourself. This is where you're going to find yourself kind of in a leadership point, especially with a relationship. You are a double diamond, double 10 of diamonds. Okay. And whenever I see anyone's planetary influence card or anyone's life cards come up, as the numbers progress higher, they hold more and more power. And what I see with him is his planet, his influence, his birth card is the 6 of clubs, and 10 is a lot higher than 6. So your base setting, and you have a double dose of it. You're in a higher position of just general power in this lifetime. So it's going to make you, you know, lead a little more. So of course he's going to go. Are you like his life coach, or like he literally uses everything I say and teach him for his work? Okay. Okay. All right, so we're moving on to Cat Goddess. Is the person on my mind okay? Why has she gone MIA? Whenever it comes to a few things, will I ever hear anything back? Will she post anything anytime soon? I have no fucking clue. I mean, we can pull some cards, but honestly, it's like it's you know, when we're expecting for you know, replies or things from people, we don't really have any influence on it. You know, we have no control over people, places, and things. Okay.
All right, Cat Goddess, you're asking way too many questions. I'm just gonna take in the first question, okay? Because you said, "Is the
Okay.
person behind okay?" That's one question. Why has she gone MIA? Another question. Whenever I come to a few things, if you have so many questions, I'll be more than happy to book you for a personal reading. You can go to James for a personal reading. I'm just gonna go ahead and tap into the energy of the person that you are thinking. Energy here for the person that she is thinking. Please connect with heart, mind, space, energy. What's the energy of what the person she is thinking? What's the energy that they're going through? What's the energy that they're currently at, please? Okay. You have a 6 of I don't have any reversals. I read reversals. I don't hold my deck with reversals, so I honor when cards shift because it took a lot more energy for them to show up as so. So you have the 6 of Cup and the Page of Swords. This person doesn't want to be bothered with communication. If you send a message out, they're not going to answer you. With the 6 of Cup, it looks like they are still reminiscing, healing from past situations, past relationships. They're going down memory lane. And is rightfully so for them. They have the Justice card, so they're ending some sort of cycle that is very important for them to be able to move into into their next relationship, into adjusting things in life for them. I'm going to clarify the 6 of Cup real quick with the Page of Swords as well. They're getting a lot of clarity of how they have been holding back. The 6 of Cup is letting me know they're not going to get out of the funk for a very long time. This could lead up to from October. They're going to peak a little bit out, but they're going to be peaking out again around March, but then more as a healed version of themselves. With Page of Swords, please show up. That's a 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So yeah, they're still going to be stuck with past situation If you're trying to connect romantically with them, because it looks that way based on the Libra energy, they're getting some sort of truth and clarity, but it's not about you. It's from someone in the past, baby cakes. Okay. Go ahead, James. If you'd like.
Oh, that was interesting. I put out a spread of cards, but it's funny what you said about the six of cups came out, because as I did it, the bottom card on the deck was the six of hearts, which is like in alignment with the cups. So it's really interesting. As far as this person goes, I'm looking. I think you're right that they kind of want to be left alone. I'm looking at the nine of diamonds came up under Jupiter. This is the grouch card in this instance. And they don't want to be. They really just don't want to deal with it. I got five of diamonds under. Five of diamonds under Mercury. They're worried about finances, stability. This is a lot of worry in this position, something that's occupying their mind. Um, their heart, their heart Venus card is the three of clubs. This is the writer card again. This is someone who really needs to express themselves. This is, I feel like the best path they could take right now is just to really do just a brain dump. Go somewhere, get your journal, and just get it all out. Get it all out there. But I don't really have anything else to add with this. I mean, no other real insight. It's just they didn't. Sometimes people come in and out, and we can be worried about them. We can care about them from afar, but at the end of the day, we really have no control over what they do. Whether or not they're going to come back, or where they go, or anything.
All right, I'm gonna pull another question. We have Jenny Benny Boo. Maybe you like to lead with this reading.
Oh yeah. So, what does the future look like with my baby daddy, son's father? 320 and 1-8. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Your son's father is 320, or is that you? And then the okay, son's father is 320, and then you were 1-8. Okay. 1-8 is the six of spades and the three of hearts. Okay. Okay, that's the card of fate. Actually, it's really interesting. We have a lot of fated. You're kind of like the designer of fate. With it, it's such a fascinating life path. The six of spades. Because like everything they do is I don't want to necessarily say serendipitous, but they have a lot of core experiences that happen in life that they can't get away from. And also like with your heart is since you're a Capricorn, your planetary influence card is going to be Saturn, and you have the three of hearts under Saturn, which means every relationship that you have has a fated quality to it, which means it has a start date and an expiration date. Honestly, with this in this position, your relationships aren't necessarily going to have a lot of lasting power. And what I mean by that is not you'll be together for like a few years, maybe 9-10 years, and then once the frost is off that pumpkin, you're going to move on to something else. Once you have paid that karmic cycle comes to an end, you're going to move on to something else. Your baby daddy, though, 320, unfortunately, this dude has a hard fucking life. Okay, he has the three of diamonds and the nine of spades. This is planetary influence card. Three of diamonds is I believe it's like the hardest life path in the entire deck. It is they always seem down on their luck. They have I don't want to say always down on their luck, but they have it's a very, very difficult life path. They have a lot of hard karmic lessons to learn, and you might be one of them actually with your six of spades card of fate. But we're gonna throw some cards on. We'll see what's going on. See what's going on with you two. This is an interesting dynamic. There's someone who has a really difficult time. And do you know what your son's birthday is too? Because that would factor into this as well. I mean, I'm sure you know what his birthday is. I don't know what his birthday is, so if you could throw it in, be able to go forward with it. Okay. I got a lot of spades. Dude. Okay, so we got this asshole again. Here we go in Mercury, the Jack of Spades. I don't like to say infidelity, but this is something that's been on your mind about this person. If they've stepped out on you, if they have in the past, it's the potential is definitely there. Um, this is probably why you're asking this, actually, because this is something that's on your mind. We see this dude as being a rascal, not being either withholding information, not being entirely truthful. There's something that he's, keeping secrets, and and I don't know if he knows that but that's definitely a conversation you two need to have. Under Jupiter, I got the five of spades for you. Right now, your best benefit is going to be from changing something. The saying goes, nothing changes if nothing changes. And I would tell you to, if you want something you've never had, you got to do something you've never done. This means that in this time, Jupiter's offering you a opportunity to really, really step out and make a substantial change that is going to have lasting power to your next, lasting power to your next, whatever your next karmic cycle is you're stepping into. And it is coming. You've already kind of seen the writing on the wall. We got the nine of spades over here. This is the death card over here over here in Neptune. So this is something that's on uh your cycle is coming to an end. Okay, it doesn't necessarily. I mean, your relationship with this person is always going to go on because you guys have a kid together. But whatever life cycle you're going through right now is really, really, really coming to an end. And it's not. I'm not saying that's happening tomorrow or next week, but it's definitely on the horizon. And now's the time for you to start positioning yourself to make some changes. And I think you're aware of it too. I got two threes here. Threes always represent that decision. I got the three of hearts over here. It's a decision about mind. Obviously, you're going to want to make a heart-based decision. What's in the best interest of you? What's in the best interest of your son? And your Venus card is the three of clubs. And this, again, is decision about the home. And the home is where the heart rests. And you got a decision with both of these, though. So I don't know if you guys are like together and you're like considering breaking up with them, or if you guys aren't together and you're, there is a change on the horizon here with this. Ideally, though, it's going to be a positive. It's going to have a positive outcome for all parties involved. Okay, and I can't say this with confidence because you have the seven of spades here under Mars. Okay, whatever decision you make is going to be the right one. Okay, this is one of those few situations, and this is, again, it kind of goes back to your life path card being the six of spades, and having the card of fate as your actual path. Okay, again, like a cat, you're always going to land on your feet. You're always going to fail upwards. But in this case, whatever decision you guys make, it's going to be the right one, and it's going to end up positive for all parties involved, including your son. Okay, Jenny Benny, and Sun is 4-2. So take a quick look. Okay, and your Sun is the oh, get out. So your son, your son's life path card is also the six of spades. You guys both have the card of fate. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I will say that your son's planetary influence card is the eight of diamonds. They're going to have a very materially charmed life. They have the potential to be they're going to do very, very well in their career. They're going to be very materially comfortable as life goes on. But you guys both share the exact same birth card, which is great because you guys could be best friends, but also each other's worst enemy. But I guarantee your son and you have a past life connection. Like the first time you held that baby, you knew his soul felt so familiar to you. Maybe even before you held, as soon as it started growing inside of you, you felt that sense of familiarity. So that's like really, really cool. And that's the card. That's the card of fate. So he's just going to keep continuing it, moving on. That's actually awesome. I love seeing that. It's really wild, too, because the connection that you and your son have is deeper than anything that your baby daddy is going to be able to comprehend. And it's really not – he's going to feel like he's left out in a way. Honestly, that kind of sucks, but it kind of speaks to his life path experience as a three of diamonds, because again they deal with a lot of freaking challenges, but he's not on whatever frequency that you and your son are vibrating at. He's not on the same channel. And that's it. That's all I got. You want to peek in on this one, Miss Marie?
No, we can go into another person. If you guys are not following James on TikTok, his username is right at the screen here. And
yeah,
if
I
you
do
want to
take.
reach out to James, sorry, if you want to reach out to
Yeah,
James to book a personal reading, the information is in the tick below. So that is
yeah, you guys just shoot me an email, honestly, because I don't. I am on TikTok, but if you want a reading or any questions or anything, just shoot me an email. I think my email's going on the bottom. It's james@pathwayscollective.net. I think it's going in the ticker on the bottom of the thing, the bottom of the stream. Yeah, just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you guys in the next few days, and we'll see what we can get. Okay, do we have any other questions?
please copy and paste your question. The chat keeps moving. Some of you, I don't know if you're still here, so please drop your question if you have any other questions. James, I sent you a message privately.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'm not paying attention.
Pallavi
Okay,
says we don't have
we're
a
good.
TikTok in India, so she can't follow you there. Due to differences with China, we are discarding Chinese services and goods. Thus, they spy through their services.
How are you guys gonna get your crab ragoons then?
James is James on TikTok and on YouTube. Not yet. The homie will have hopefully in the future.
I have a YouTube, but I don't like do anything with it. I just do TikTok. I do have a YouTube, and it's I don't do anything with it. I should probably start like one just to do like more spiritual things instead of all my secular stuff.
Jenna said, wait, that reading was so cool. Now I'm like, can we look into what's to come with my boyfriend Zach, June, and me, September 22nd, and what's to come for us? I wanted to change my Q, lol. That's great. You can book a personal session with James. You want to look into the two of you. Right now, we're only taking for you or something that is more under, so we can keep it. So you guys get a sneak peek of the magic that James can do. We're trying to squeeze as many questions as possible because we are over time.
How long do these streams go for?
uh we can stream for whatever time we're here, but usually like
Okay.
YouTube will save the time frame for like 11.55 hours.
Oh,
um
right. Okay.
but here usually my longest stream, I think I've been like consecutively no breaks, maybe just to eat, it's in 20 hours streamed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean,
That's pretty.
but
That's pretty good.
maybe you could be here for another 15-20 minutes even though you
Did
are on
you
your prime.
did you bring some? Did you bring snacks for everyone?
Absolutely not. I am
You
the
did
snack.
it.
No.
I love it. Okay, I know. Tú eres muy bonita.
Oh, muchas gracias. Tú también guapo. Okay,
I
let's
know.
see. I know.
Guapo. No, it's muy gordo. Muy gordo.
Hey, abundance, my boy.
Dude, I know, right? I don't know. ¿Cómo se dice dad bod en español?
¿Cómo?
Dad bod.
Dad bod?
Dad bod. Yeah, ¿cómo se
Papuchis.
dice?
Se dice papuchis.
Papuches. I know. Papuches el gringo.
A gringo.
Pinche
This guy.
gringo. Okay, so we had some questions. Who did we have? Okay, Jenna was asking about the Zach attack. Yeah, reach out. I can do a really deep dive on you too. Go ahead and shoot me an email. We'll dive into it. Okay, Jazzy
He's really
Bella.
great. He's really great. I've had personal reading by James. Trust. I've been in this whole spectrum for over a decade. I've only had two people be accurate for me. One of them is his. I paid thousands of dollars to get read. Honestly, even with astro readings, if it's not just me, obviously I'm not counting myself, but it's only one other person who completely, she doesn't even remember my reading, him and obviously myself. But I've been doing this for a while, and let me tell you, he will dive in. There's information. I read the Akashic records, I read hearts, I read souls, that sort of goodness. So I know when a person is a real deal, and this guy is a real deal. So take yourself a gift.
Okay, Jazzy Bella.
Look what Yvonne said. This is what Yvonne said. Chiquito hermoso. Okay.
What does that mean? I don't
Chiquito.
know. Is that the bananas? The Chiquito banana? Is this the bananas, right?
And usually we use chiquito to say like somebody's small, but in a cute way. With not, it's not in a telling you you're little. It's more so of
Oh,
like a sense of endearment and saying hermoso. So it's like saying chickaboo, my cute chickaboo, but
oh,
hermoso,
cheeky boo.
handsome. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, is that Mexican slang?
Oh hell yeah!
Chiquito hermoso.
Ven por
Okay,
acá, chiquito. When we tell our man,
chiquito.
chiquito.
Okay, so Jazzy Bella, you're okay, Sagittarius energy. Da, da, da. Okay, so you are a. Okay, so your life path card is the Eight of Hearts, and your planetary influence is the Ten of Clubs. Interesting. Okay, so the with Eight of Hearts, people are very magnetic. Okay, you've had this is something that's happened your entire life. People get enamored with you. A lot of times it can be like unwanted attention and stuff too, because you get like a lot of people just get enamored with Eight of Hearts energy. Very very strong, very very strong sense of attraction there. Again, because when I see those eights, that's the double of the four, so it's like real real strong. It's always going to have like that sense of like strong attraction, or eight is always a strong number of like extreme stability. So you're going to be very very mentally, I'm sorry, a very very emotionally stable person, and as a result people pick up on that, and the type of people who are going to become enamored with you aren't always the most healthy. It's like because you do have that strong strong heart, so it's like imagine that you are a rock in the midst of this tumultuous sea, and people want to like cling to you. Like that's the thing, is you're always going to be like the result of these like clingy fucking, and even it's not even cute clingy, it's like codependent people. So it's really 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 important that you maintain your sense of self, and you do with your planetary influence card is the 10 of clubs. You are your head is going to always be a little bit higher than your heart, so you're not going to make dumb decisions, falling in love with like the wrong people, or not letting these little orbiters and whatnot distract you from your path. Okay, let's pull some cards though, and we'll see what's coming up for you specifically though. But I would encourage you to no matter what happens when you're meeting people, if you're out dating and doing different things, you got to make sure that you have a strong, maintain your, try to find someone who's just as emotionally stable as you are. Okay, because it's real easy for you to attract weak hearts and people that are going to take from you instead of contribute. Okay, so where are we at? Okay. Okay. All right. You definitely have a romanticized version of vision of love right now. You got the Seven of Hearts that came up under Neptune. So this is kind of your dreamy. What you're looking at is this. Uh, you have a vision of what you want, like the perfect relationship to look like, or the perfect person to look like. And I would encourage you not to over intellectualize it, because when we fantasize about people, or we fantasize about what would be the best thing, you're going to have like a checklist, or you're going to have like a set of either circumstances or qualities or things of what you consider to be the perfect lover. Okay, and you are such a cerebral and intellectual person that you're going to put it together of exactly what you're looking for, and have this really really good idea of what makes sense for a lover. You're going to have the really great idea of what the perfect person would be. But honestly, there's a difference between who the perfect person would be and who would be the perfect person for you. And that's where you really got to, realize that you need to find someone who's going to love you for your flaws, and as well as your strengths and your weaknesses. But because of reciprocation and because of correspondence, you are also going to have to love them for their flaws, and for their weaknesses, and for both their strengths. And it's really really hard for you to do that, honestly. It's I don't want to say like nitpicky and things. It's just like you have traditionally always gotten the ick, okay, like quickly, fucking quickly. And what's funny is you're really, really good at kind of playing the tape through, especially when it comes to relationships and things. Like you can usually tell in like the first, I hesitate to say the first 5 minutes, but usually in the first like couple days of just getting to know someone, whether or not it's going to work or not. And I would just, it, and that entire time that you're like getting to know them, you're still running them up against this checklist of this ideal, this ideal lover, this ideal person who you believe would be the best for you. Um, the good news, though, is what's coming up is I got two fives here. Okay, I got two fives and I got two sixes. We got a five of spades under Mercury, and I got the five of diamonds under Jupiter. Okay, so this is if you're traveling over the next 6 to 8 months, okay, that's going to open the door. Okay, I'm not saying that you're going to meet someone on this trip, okay, but the fact that you're going on this trip is going to open the door for you to meet someone coming up. Okay, I don't think it's going to be on the trip, but it's going to be afterwards. You're going to be talking with friends or family, or just get introduced to someone, and you're like, "Oh, I was just in like wherever you're going to visit, Flagstaff, fucking Orlando. I don't know where you're going to go on a trip to, but they're going to be like, "Oh, well, I'm from there. I have family from there." It's going to be like an instant connection based on some form of travel that you guys do. And it is coming up. It is going to be fated. Like I said, I got two sixes. Six is that card of fate. Interestingly, though, this is someone who is going to be very attractive to you, actually. You are a little bit of a sapiosexual. You do like that intellectual, that's what something that does attract you. And the six of clubs coming up under Mars is something that this person has to offer you that is really going to, attract you with it. The one drawback, though, and I would encourage you not to, okay, you're not traveling. Okay. Not traveling, no family or friends. All right. Anyway, I would encourage you though, because you are going to be in a more financially secure place than this person, at least in the home. This is something that you would need to this is something that you need to really forgive them for, because where they're coming from, it's not their fucking fault. They were the I it was extenuating circumstances. It was something unexpected that came up for them, and not quite lost a fortune, but they definitely came out at the bad end of some deals. Okay, they have a lot of potential to get back up on the upswing, but when you guys meet, you're going to be in a more stable financial position than they are. Well, I know Jazzy's like, I have no family or friends. I don't know anyone. I'm not traveling. I'm just watching YouTube channels.
No, she's probably an alien. I was just thinking that. I'm like, Jazzy, what is up with you, girl? Are you a hybrid over
She's like,
here? What's going on?
I said also opportunity to travel the next 6 to 8 months is
Hmm.
something that's going to come up. And I said that would open the door for it. And yes, hippie love. These can be love readings. These could be any kind of readings.
So, like with energy, it's great. So basically, with reading also the stars and all this goodness that James tapping into, I tap into for y'all. It's if the opportunity, there's a window of opportunity for y'all to go ahead and do that. If maybe that could also means that you are able to travel into not just physically but spiritually, mentally, to a new place, being able to do whatever you want, be your own alchemist with the energy that you are doing things. So if the opportunity, for instance, for me is to go to school, but I have not applied myself to even go to school or get a job, and it's like, oh, finances is here, there's a window of opportunity for money to be here for you, but I'm just being a couch potato, I haven't even applied anywhere. I mean, that's what I'm doing with the energy that is available for me at the time. Okay, but
You
keep
know,
in mind, have an open heart, open mind for the readings. Take whatever resonates, whatever doesn't apply, let it fly.
she says, I have no plans to travel. I started a new job and cannot take time off. Okay.
All right, Jazzy.
Okay. Well, Jazzy, let's circle back to this in 6 to 8 months, and we'll see. Hey, look, it's 21:21. On my time, it's 9:21 over here. It's great.
Hmm.
It's a good,
Military
good,
time.
good pattern. Okay, Sunflower Soul 77. Hi, hi, hello, hi. Good to see you. Everyone has this like some cool screen names in this. Look at all these. It's good. Okay, so do we have any other questions? Sagittarius are not alone. Solitude for spiritual awakening happens sag due to Jupiter, even if they live in family. Your soul can keep them in solitude. Okay. What's major life change coming up for the future? DOB November 24th. Child hybrid school. Alaska. What? Uh, Flying out to test students a few times a year. How will the job go for? It's going to be cold, Jenna. Um, your job's going to be cold. Okay. Was this Paula Singh? Paula V Singh.
Palabi.
Okay. November 24th. Oh, nice. Nine of Hearts. That's actually a good one. Yeah, you got a very spiritual path. You have the Nine of Hearts is your birth card. And it's one of the mystic family of seven. That's actually a really interesting life path to have. Because it's really, you don't, you're always going to be someone who's on the, I I don't want to say like on the sidelines of life, but Mystic Family of Seven people are you kind of like direct traffic for others. It's just kind of how you've always been someone who's you're in the right place and the right time to help people who a lot of times is just strangers. Um, you don't even know, and you're going to have a really weird relationship with karma because people will come up to you, and again it's like total strangers or people you don't know very well are always going to be like pouring out their freaking life story to you, and it'll be like someone random like an Uber driver or a somebody sitting next to you on an airplane, or just you could be in line behind someone at the store, and they'll turn around and start pouring all this shit out to you, and it's such a common occurrence that it's you don't even it doesn't even phase you anymore, which is interesting. Because you are such a you give a lot out of your heart that it takes a lot to phase you. Sorry, I gotta get some water. I'll go in. Okay, and I can call you Paulo. Okay, Paulo, Payo. So Nine of Hearts is a really interesting life path, and I know because I am a my birth card is as January 20th. I'm a Seven of Diamonds, which is a Mystic Family of Seven, and my planetary influence card is the Two of Hearts, which is also Mystic Family of Seven. And aside from January 20th, the only other cards that are entirely in the Mystic Family are the Leos. So I know quite a bit about the path with it. Okay, so we're gonna pull some cards for you. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. Financial stability has been on your mind a lot lately, which is pretty pretty good. Where would we? Let me scroll up here. You were looking for life changes coming up. Okay. The main card. Okay, so I got the under Mars. I have the two of I got the Two of Clubs here. Okay, this is called the Conversation card. And when it comes up under Mars, this is an action that you're going to have to take. Okay. Honestly, with life changes and stuff coming up, when I'm looking at these cards, you're gonna have to prime the pump a little bit. I don't really see any major. Well, you do have unexpected opportunities coming up because you got the Ace of Diamonds under Uranus. So this is a new, it's either a new job or a new something that's going to involve like a harvest, like getting a material blessing is going to be unexpected. But you got to prime the pump for this one because everything else is too. Look, dude, you're in a rut. I mean, that's the best way I can look at it. It's like, again, nothing changes if nothing changes. Okay. There is a conversation that you need to have with Mars. And this is something that I feel like you've been putting off. And it's really, you got to get out of your own way on this one to allow the rest of your blessings to open up. Okay. One of the funny things in life is, people will forgive us for being wrong, but they won't forgive us for being right. And this conversation is something that you need to have with someone who was right about you. And there's a little bit of a resentment there, and you need to, you really need to, kind of send the olive branch or whatever whatever the expression is. You need to make peace with this person, because this is something that's really been this is something that's really been hindering you for a hot minute. And you're gonna have to be the one to do it too. You're gonna have to kind of go with your hat in hand and go, forgive them, forgive yourself, forgive them, and have this conversation with them. It's going to set your heart at ease. It's going to set your mind at ease, and it's really going to open up a lot of stuff coming up for you. And a big part of this too is you really need to be honest with yourself about your own capabilities. I got the Jack of, this asshole again right here. Okay, the Jack of Spades is in your Jupiter position. Okay, so while most of the time Jupiter is a good card and it brings a lot of abundance and blessings to us, this in this position, this is a card of indolence and excess, and I would encourage you not to do much of anything to excess in these next few weeks. I would say like the next 3 weeks or so. This is really, and I mean like everything. Don't eat too much. Try to avoid too many sweets. Avoid too much of everything. Even too much sleep. You really want to stay on top of. You really want to stay on top of just moderation over these next couple weeks, and really reach out. Make peace with whoever this person is, and you're going to see a lot of stuff start to open up for you. That's it. Oh, and you guys are doing Spanish in the chat now. Okay. We're good. Hippie love. No, I don't need a date of birth to do the reading, but it helps. Okay. All right. Troubles. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Paulo. Is that was it Paulo? Paulo.
I told her you almost called her Pollo. I'm like, this
Pollo. Oh.
And I never could put a chicken leg there.
Yeah, pollo y queso. I might make some quesadillas for supper tonight. I haven't eaten. I can't. If I eat, I can't. If I ground myself too much, I can't do readings. Like, it's really wild. They do it. Okay, so I could do one more. We're coming up on 9:30. Let's do one more question.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Jenna on her reading. I'm looking for her question. Okay, Jenna. All right, I just got a new job as a hybrid school psychologist in June. Alaska. It starts in August. It's mostly virtual, but I'll be flying out to test students a few times a year. How will the job go for me? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. How is the energy here for Jenna? Ooh, okay. It's going to take some time for you to adjust, but this is a great change here, especially with the death card leading your energy. Don't let that deter you from feeling like, oh, this is going to be complicated. So it is a Scorpion card, right? But you have the Magician, and both of these are ruled by Mars. So you're going to move very beautifully once you adjust. You have Temperance in the Magician, bottom of the deck. That is very good because eventually here is you finding your rhythm, being patient with everything that you do. I'm going to look into the energy that is here for your outcome. Your outcome here, Jenna's outcome, please, Spirit. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You're going to make it work. And the Six of Swords, you might even consider traveling or doing something similar to this, but in a different part of the world, because it looks like after some time this looks really good for you with credentials and getting yourself seen worldwide. Thank you, Jenna.
Okay. All right, we got time for. I could do one more. So who do we want to Paulo.
And like I did mention to James earlier, and I did say in the chat, I was going to look into this. We might come in and do connection love readings, but you will need to pre-book with time. I will announce when he would be coming in. So you guys could send in your info and he could take a look into your connection and what all his gifts
Oh,
God made for you.
oh, yeah, I get when it comes to relationships with two people, I can get real deep with it. Ask Miss Marie. I can look at some pretty deep shit. Um, but it takes a while. I mean, these are readings that I mean, it's literally like an hour one on one to get really
Mhm.
get into the nitty gritty. But we can find all the stuff. Okay, so we're gonna pull a quick one for Miss Deanna. Deanna W. Okay. And Deanna's 320. So, oh shit, she's the same one, the three of diamonds. It's a hard life path. All right. Um. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Miss Deanna and this person. Da, da, um. Oh man. Okay, so right away you see this guy. I mean, obviously you're attracted to him. He's immature as fuck though, dude. We got this asshole right over here in the in the Mercury position. He's a rascal, a little bit immature. He's pretty he seems dangerous to you in a way, and that's kind of interesting because it's not something that you would normally actually entertain. But in this case, you got the three of hearts under Jupiter, so this is more than one guy. How many guys are you talking to right now, Miss Deanna? Because you got a couple different paths here, and either one, any one of them are going to help you expand, at least you experience a different sphere of energy. The one who oh man, so whichever guy you're talking to, the one who's the talker, okay, I got the conversation card here under Saturn. This is someone who is you got the ick a little bit because they're being a little condescending, and I would pay attention to that because it's not something that's just going to get erased overnight. You are talking, I mean, with multiple people though, you are going to get, at least coming up with relationships, you're going to get some new definitely going to get some new experiences moving in. I got the Nine of Hearts over here under Uranus. This is going to be an unexpected loss. One of the people, all right, so this dude you're talking to over the one in the other state, I would not be surprised if he ends up ghosting you. Just because that's kind of his nature a little bit. I understand there's a little bit of chemistry there. You guys are, it's that rakish, a little bit of that danger, bad boy energy. But it's a real strong possibility you're going to get ghosted. I'm just laying it out there. I want to be, it's it is what it is. I know that what's on your mind long term. I got the Four of Spades over here in Neptune, and this tells me, and this is something that kind of speaks to your life path, is the Three of Diamonds. Is anytime there's like an odd number, an odd number life path, is there's always that feeling of incompleteness. And you always so you have like this romanticized notion of finding, a soulmate, or finding someone who can complete you, who's going to kind of fill in the blanks for you a little bit. And this is something you've been fantasizing about, you've been focusing on, trying to manifest. And with the manifestation aspect, it's really important that you focus on the stability factor of it. I really, it's very important to focus on what's going to stabilize you instead of what's going to get your pulse quickened a little bit. Just because of where you're going in life, you carry enough. You bring enough chaos with you. Okay, you don't need someone to add gasoline to that flame. Okay, so when you are manifesting your partner, I would encourage you to focus on something that's going to be stable, something that's going to feel like home to you, and that's how you're going to know. That's how you're going to recognize your. This is how you're going to recognize your soulmate, because you do have one. This is actually really cool because you are scheduled to have one. And not a whole lot of people meet theirs in their lifetime. It's someone who you're going to know them because they feel like home to you. It's going to be something that's really from outside purposes, it's going to seem really boring. Like, other people are going to look at you guys and you're like that couple, fucking grocery shopping together on Saturday, just like seem really, boring, minivan SUV lifestyle type thing. But it is going to be a very stabilizing situation for you. And honey, you need it. Honestly, you're going to need this when it comes in. So when you're going to know them because, again, it feels like home. It's not someone who's going to be, it's not going to excite you in the way that it used to be. It's not it's not an exciting, I hate to use the word boring. It's not boring because you guys are going to be very, very passionate with each other, but it's going to be stable, and that's what's really, really going to help set the stage for your next stages in life, and that's what I see with this. Anyway, so I don't. Anyway, so that's but again with this dude, the dude you specifically you're talking about, the one who you're asking about out of state, I don't think he's your dude. I really don't. I get why you're excited about him, but I don't see it as him being your person. But your person is out there, and they are coming. And that's what I got. That was it. I'm done, Miss Yan. I'm done. You can go if you want to do one, Marie. If you want
All
to pull one
right.
for her.
No, we're good.
She's like,
You are very, very detailed, and I read Deanna all the time.
Oh, right. I'm always.
Deanna has been with me almost since the start of my YouTube career. She's been.
No shit.
She came on board like 3 or 4 months after. We were both very young babies.
She's an OG.
Yeah, she's been almost here for like 10 years with me.
The known lover girl. Okay. Yeah, your person is they're on. It's on the horizon. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not an oncoming train for a change.
Mindy said, I've been quietly watching how much are James readings for the couple comparison. And like I said here, book with him, look, that's his email. Personally, message me, DM me for his, to get his info if you happen to want to DM me. You will look into prices there with him, because for me, when he did my session, he looked into multiple areas for me without me asking. So, and then we tapped into it because you're going to have a lot of money. You're going to make money through love. And look at me succeeding through love and money.
That's how I read though. Like I don't, because a lot of times like the question that you're asking isn't what you need to know. And I would rather pull on a thread of something that is going to actually benefit you rather than, just because a lot of times we ask questions of what we think we should know, but it's not what we actually need to know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tonight. They are saying they were very, let's see. Thank you both for tonight's EXO Jean. And that's amazing to hear. Thank you. You were spot on, James. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hopefully we will do this very soon. James and I will get back out here and contact James for a good time and a good reading. Okay.
Yeah, reach out. Okay, Marie, thank you so much for having me on. This was awesome. I had fun with this. We're good group of souls here tonight. All right, take care, everyone. Just be